shook. His victory died in real time. I smiled for the first time in years. I met him at 17, married him at 19, and spent 15 years building his empire. I handled books, clients, contractors, payroll, chaos, and every invisible crisis. He handled speeches and applause. At home, he started calling me unmotivated while I carried his life on my back. Then he replaced me before he removed me. Within 2 weeks of filing, he moved me to the guest room and brought his younger employee into my kitchen. She wore my apron. His mother came over with fake sympathy and packed my things in garbage bags, like I was trash on pickup day. My old best friend kept showing up with wine, asking caring questions. Then my ex somehow knew every private plan I made. That was the day I learned I had been confiding in his spy. The worst part was my son. His father kept feeding him little lies. Your mom is dragging this out. I'm trying to be fair. My son started looking at me like I was the storm, not the person soaked in it. What nobody knew was this. I had found the truth 3 years earlier while reconciling company accounts, hidden transfers, private loans, maxed credit lines, 3 mortgages on a house worth less than the debt, business liabilities stacked to the ceiling, cars leased, not owned. We didn't have wealth. We had expensive costumes and a fire behind the curtain. I kept digging. Crypto losses, gambling losses, a secret apartment for someone else. I did the math at 3 a.m. and realized everything was a financial sinkhole. I also protected what was legally mine. My retirement money and my grandmother's inheritance, never mixed, moved into an irrevocable trust for my son. Then I documented every debt and waited. When he finally demanded all assets, I hired a sharp divorce attorney and asked for almost nothing. $50,000. Personal items, shared custody. I showed up to mediation with red eyes and a shaking voice. He got cocky. His mother bragged at church. My fake friend kept leaking my defeat. I let all of them believe the same story. I was broken. He bought a flashy watch while saying money was tight for our son's school trip. His girlfriend repainted my kitchen gray and called it fresh. My son noticed every contradiction before the adults did. At the final hearing, the judge asked if I understood I was giving up substantial property. Yes, Your Honor. No one pressured you? No, Your Honor. I want him to have everything he asked for. Then the slow motion moment hit. Then his lawyer turned one page and froze. Next, he leaned in and whispered, "You're assuming all debt." Then my ex grabbed the addendum and scanned the totals. Next, his face drained, line by line. Again, he checked the mortgage column, then business liabilities. Then his chair scraped back and he stood up. Next, he said, "This is fraud." Silence swallowed the room. The judge looked at him and asked if he knew his own finances. His lawyer produced the waiver, proving he had refused an audit against legal advice. Signature confirmed. Risk accepted. Agreement final. My ex got the house, the business, the cars, and every dollar of attached liability. I got my settlement and my freedom. Outside court, his girlfriend heard the numbers and vanished before I reached the elevator. Within weeks, she moved out. Within months, he hit defaults, lawsuits, and bankruptcy meetings. His mother started calling through my son, asking for forgiveness. My old best friend cried on voicemail. I gave neither of them a reply. My son eventually sat at our tiny apartment table and said, "You knew this whole time?" I said I waited to make sure he was protected. He hugged me like he finally saw the full map. That mattered more than any courtroom win. A few months later, my ex knocked on my door looking smaller, older, desperate. "Can we talk? You asked for everything except our son," I told him. "You got exactly what you asked for." I closed the door, grabbed ice cream, and watched through the peephole while he stood there learning what consequences feel like. Now I'm building rooms, not illusions, one client at a time, small place, quiet life, honest money. If you've ever been underestimated, drop a comment and tell me the moment you stopped begging and started planning.